Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another DC Universe Classics review, and that will be of The Question. Take a look at this bad boy right here. Now, a little information about The Question, and it's just going to be a little because, honestly, I'm going to plead ignorance on this character. The reason why I'm pleading ignorance on this character is, with the exception of crossover events and stuff like 52, I really don't know too much about The Question. I haven't read his main series, although I'm really considering picking up the Dennis O'Neil Question series. But I do know some of the character, but not quite as well as everyone else. My first exposure to The Question was in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, but really, what can you get from the cartoon? I mean, characters are different in the cartoon than they are in the comics. So I'll give you the best character bio for this character as I can. But I might actually pick up the Dennis O'Neil series, depending on what happens. Question's real name is, I believe, Vic Sage or Sage? Sage, I think. Yeah, Sage. Although I think his full name is Charles something. But Vic was a reporter slash journalist, and the best it was in Hub City. However, he needs to battle injustice and crime in the streets. So he developed a vigilante personality, a faceless one, hence The Question. And as The Question, he would go around and, rather than deal with the petty theft criminals, Question focused more or less of the politicians of Hub City. I think that's what Dennis O'Neil was gearing more towards with the character. Again, I haven't read the series, so I'm just kind of going with what I know from hearsay. But he didn't go after the minor criminals, although he did at points, but he focused on more of the politics of Hub City. Hub City apparently was worse than Gotham when it came down to crime. I don't know if it was as bad as Bloodhaven, though, but so Question dealt with that kind of stuff. He also had run-ins with Richard Dragon and Lady Shiva, so he's kind of had his run-ins here and there. Question eventually participates in the year-long event 52, and there he starts training Renee Montoya to become the new Question. And he dies of lung cancer. Apparently he's a smoker. Don't smoke, people. Not only does it kill you, but it also screws up your body. And just think of all the money that you're wasting. There's no benefit to smoking. So just don't smoke. I hate people that smoke when they know that there's no benefit to it. No offense to anyone that smokes, but really. Anyways, so Question dies. Although I think he's been resurrected as a Black Lantern, so who knows if he stays dead. Never know. So that's what I know about The Question. Again, I'm going to plead ignorance because I haven't read much about Question except for the crossover events like 52. I could go on Wikipedia and read everything there and just give it off to you, but really, why? You could just do that yourself. Anyways, with that said, let's talk about the figure because that's really what we're going to try to get at with this review. Now, Question is an important figure because he's actually the fans' choice figure. See, Mattel, being the awesome people that they are, the Four Horsemen, put up a poll for the fans to select a particular figure that they wanted to be made. The list had like Huntress and Vixen and all these characters on there, but Question's the one that won. I believe the second winner was Zatanna, because we're getting a figure of her in Wave 14, but Question won, so we got The Question, and boy, did they put a lot of effort into this figure. They put a lot of effort into this figure. There's a lot good about this figure, but there are a few down points, too, that I need to point out. Let's start things off with just total overall mold. The mold looks really good. It really looks good. They put a lot of detail in this figure, from the coat to the gloves. If you really look at the gloves look very leatherish with, wrinkles and crinkles here and there. Detailing everywhere except for the face, but again, he has no face. So why do you need to do detailing? So the detailing on this figure is very nice. That's its highest point. The figure has fantastic detail, and there's really nothing wrong in that category. However, there is two bad points to this figure. Well, 2.5. The first bad point, the coat is connected to his jacket, his jacket right here, so you really can't move the coat that much, and by doing so, it dampens his articulation in the legs. And he also doesn't have any articulation in the body at all because of how he's made. His articulation is primarily in his arms and so the articulation is less to be desired. In addition to that, the coloring is nice, but they didn't do any, like, shadowing effects or, anything to kind of put griminess on him to make his paint scheme kind of stand out anymore. So that's the only other problem I have with this figure, is a little paint and articulation. But besides that, he's a stunning looking figure. I mean, the tie is even separate. You might actually be able to pull the tie out. No, it's probably stuck in there, but, oh wait, maybe. Give me a moment. I'm not gonna. Oh, you can, but I'm not gonna tempt fate. You can actually pull the tie out if you want. The tie is completely separate. So they put a lot of effort into this figure. Whether or not you should get it, yes, definitely. Whether you're a Question figure or not, he's just really cool looking. A Question figure. If you're a Question fan or not, he's really cool looking. Mattel put a lot of effort into this. The detail on him is nice. I would have liked a little bit more articulation, and actually some accessories would have been nice too. Again, pleading ignorance. I don't know if Question used that many accessories, but I mean, he's a detective, so probably should. So that is the Question. Definitely should pick him up. I really don't have much more to say about him. I forgot to do powers and abilities. Expert hand-to-hand combatant, and great detective skills, and really funny. Like in 52, when what is it? Black Adam gave him his power to Almond, I think his name was. They all screamed Black Lightning and Black Adam, and Question goes, Black Adam, Shazam! And they're all like, what are you doing? Just seeing if it's contagious. Read it, it's absolutely hilarious. But Question on a whole, good figure. I would actually get him a little bit later than like the Cyborg Superman and like John Stewart, and I haven't got Deadman yet, but Deadman looks like it's going to be a good figure, so, but Question is still a good figure, and I would recommend picking him up. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.